I'm going to just give you guys a few verses. Every Christian should know this.
Okay.
Every Christian, even if you don't deal with Muslims, but you might know one or know someone that knows one, you know, you might run into this one day. Here are just a few verses. If Christians know these verses, you'll be able to converse with any Muslim.
Okay.
On any level.
Okay.
Here's just a few. Here's chapter 10, verse 94. This is Allah talking to Muhammad in the Quran. He says, if you are in doubt about that which we have revealed to you, meaning the Quran, he reveals the Quran to Muhammad. If you're in doubt about the Quran, then go and ask those who've been reading the scripture before you. The truth has come to you from your Lord, so be not of those who doubt. If Muhammad is doubting the Quran, then he can get certainty from the Bible. Allah is sending his prophet, if he doubts the Quran, to come to us, to get certainty about Moses, about Jesus, about Abraham, about the historicity of the prophets. You can find the truth in our scriptures. So the Quran lands our scriptures as the standard of truth. If you're doubting of the Quran and saying, come to us, we got it.
But it's been changed. It's corrupted.
And there's the problem. If it's been changed and corrupted, then why in Allah's hell is he sending his prophet to a corrupted book if he's doubting the Quran? If the Quran is the book that's the criterion and the standard of truth and it's uncorrupted and preserved, why, if there's doubt about it, is he sending you to something corrupted to get truth about it?
He was sending them to a different version of the truth. See, there's a truth, but you guys just don't have it.
Okay, cool. Then you can tell me since you know I don't have it, you can tell me what it is then, right? So if I don't have these scriptures that Allah was pointing to, I have a corrupted version. What I have is not what he was talking about. Okay, fine. Let's go with this. That means that you know what those scriptures were. So then tell me, what were they? That's the same look they give me. And that same silence, you can hear a pin drop. They don't know. But all the time, they appeal to our scriptures when it suits them. When they want to find Muhammad in the Bible, when it suits them, they come to our corrupted book.
Oh, it's not corrupted.
It ain't corrupted no more. But some parts are like, here it is. So 1094.
Yes.
Ask those who've been reading the scripture before you if you're doubting the Quran.
Gotcha.
Landing our Bible as the standard of truth.
Yes.
Here's another verse. Chapter 5, verse 43. It says, why do they, talking about the Jews, talking to Muhammad though, why do they, the Jews, come to you for judgment when they have the Torah in which Allah's judgment is in? Yet they still turn away. So the context is that the Jews did not want to use the Torah for a judgment. Or they was committing adultery, they didn't want to get stoned. They wanted to get a different ruling. So they went to Muhammad to see if he could give us a different ruling. But the response was, why are you coming to me when you have the Torah? Allah's judgment and his revelation is in the Torah. Use the Torah. Why are you coming to me? So this eliminates this idea of, okay, well, yes, the Torah, the gospel, the Psalms, that was good for a time. But now we have the Quran, and that's all we need. Well, then if all we need is the Quran, then why in the Quran is it pointing you back to the Torah in the time of the Quran?
Wow.
It doesn't work. The Quran is still pointing to the Bible as an authority for the Jews. A few verses, so that's chapter 5, verse 43. Few verses later, 47, chapter 5, verse 47, it says, let the people of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed in it. And whoever does not judge by what Allah has revealed, they are the wrongdoers. So according to this verse, if I'm going to be a good Christian, I need to judge by the gospel.
Wow.
That's what the Quran tells me to do.
That's
judge by the gospel. But guess what? If I judge by the gospel, Jesus was crucified.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus is the Son of God.
Let's go.
Jesus is the divine Son of God who came in the flesh.
Yes.
The Quran says Jesus was nothing but a messenger. The Quran says Jesus wasn't crucified. So if I judge by my gospel, I have to judge the Quran as false. So here's the problem. If the Torah and gospel are true, if the Bible is true, the Quran is false for contradicting the scripture. If the Bible is corrupted, then the Quran is still false for saying that corrupted books are true. Either way, it's a